The FBI is warning California law enforcement about a potential Iranian drone attack. It's time for the Streamline. Everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. The Bureau alerted police departments all across the state. The warning from the FBI says Iran could attempt a surprise drone attack launched from a vessel off the coast. Now, federal officials say there is no specific or credible threat right now. We spoke to a former DHS official who said the alert is meant to keep law enforcement prepared.
The reason for it, again, is not because we think something is imminent or planned, but because the way that our layered defense system works, we really need state and local law enforcement to be the eyes and ears on the ground.
Governor Gavin Newsom says he is in constant coordination with security and intelligence officials, and the state remains prepared for any emergency. Mayor Todd Gloria echoed a similar message on social media, saying in part, there are no known threats to San Diego. SDPD is coordinating closely with regional, state, and federal partners, and we are prepared to respond to any emergency. Overnight, officials say Iran launched new attacks on oil tankers. New video shows those ships burning in the Persian Gulf, forcing Iraq to suspend oil operations. At least one person was killed. Dozens more had to be rescued. Oil prices now top $100 per barrel. President Trump says the U.S. will release 172 million barrels from the nation's strategic petroleum reserve. That adds to the 400 million barrels released by the international coalition.
This is the largest ever release of strategic stocks. So I think today's release with international energy allies was very helpful in signaling to the world that there is a united response.
Despite those efforts, Iran is continuing to strike oil facilities. Reuters reports it's now deployed roughly a dozen mines in the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most important trade routes for oil. Still, Trump says that the U.S. is in good shape to win the war, and he can decide to end it whenever he wants.
Now, gas prices keep going up. Nationally, the average price for a gallon of regular rose another 2 cents overnight. It's now $3.60. In San Diego, we're paying about $5.40 per gallon. That rose 4 cents overnight. Meanwhile, more TSA agents are calling out of work as the partial government shutdown continues. Lines at some of the nation's biggest airports are stretching on for hours, and it's only going to get worse as we enter spring break travel season. TSA agents are going without pay until Congressmen pass a funding bill for Homeland Security. On Wednesday, Republicans blocked a Democratic plan to fund most of the departments, but leave out ICE and Customs and Border Patrol. Republicans say the move undermines law enforcement. Democrats say reforms to those agencies are non-negotiable. As e-bikes become more popular, some people say they're also becoming more of a problem, leading to dangerous roads and severe injuries. ABC 10 News anchor Max Goldwasser takes a look at some new laws proposed by the San Diego City Council to curb reckless riding.
Remember this viral video from over the weekend? E-bikers riding on the 5 freeway?
Check out these e-bike kids on the freeway.
And you might have an opinion on it. Well, the opinion of leaders in the city of San Diego is that regulation on e-bikes is long overdue. So on Wednesday, they pedaled one step closer to making a change.
E-bikes are taking over the streets, ridden by people of all ages. After all, San Diego is a city built for outdoor fun, but that hasn't come without some serious safety concerns.
As a parent of 2 young children and a former 5th grade teacher, this issue is very personal to me because we are seeing very real and significant injuries.
Councilmember Raul Campillo is referring to data from Rady Children's Hospital that says the number of e-bike crashes involving kids from 2019 to 2023 rose by more than 300%. And it wasn't just the amount, but also the severity. E-bikes were becoming more responsible for trauma calls, from just 2% of bike-related crashes in 2017 to 64% in 2023.
We hope to have kids in less accidents and being safer on their bikes and e-bikes.
Raven Hill and the rest of her Tierra Santa Girl Scout troop voiced their support for e-bike rule changes in front of the Public Safety Committee Wednesday. Right now, there isn't a statewide age limit for e-bike riders in California, but a new pilot program allows any city in San Diego County to pass an ordinance that bans anyone under 12 years old from operating an e-bike.
We would love to make a change in our community by this.
6 other cities in the county have adopted a similar policy: Carlsbad, Chula Vista, Poway, Santee, San Marcos, and Coronado. The committee unanimously passed the new rule. Enforcement will take an educational approach. Riders get a warning for the first 60 days and then a $25 fine after that. The pilot program runs through New Year's Day 2029.
Now that the laws have been passed by the Public Safety Committee, they'll be brought to the full City Council for final approval. In San Diego, Max Goldwasser, ABC 10 News.
All right, get prepared. A major heat wave is settling all across San Diego today, sending temperatures skyrocketing. And a local nonprofit is working to bring some relief. Tree San Diego has been planting trees in underserved neighborhoods for 11 years, 15,000 in total. The nonprofit says this can help fight the urban heat island effect, where cars, buildings, and asphalt can make some neighborhoods hotter than others.
They reduce temperatures through a process called evapotranspiration, where they take water from their roots and they release it through their leaves, and that ends up cooling the air around them.
Remember, if you need a place to beat the heat, you can check out city libraries or rec centers for a little rest in the AC.
Eating out can get expensive when you factor in the cost of food and drinks. But a San Diego man is looking to help consumers find cheap deals around town, and it's connected to this website he's built.
I'm the first customer and the first member.
Andrew Fisher has never been a big spender.
Grew up in kind of a lower middle class. I spent a lot of time in thrift stores as a kid. And so like going out to eat was kind of a luxury. And then moving here to San Diego, it's like, you have all these options.
But he realized eating out can get pricey quick. According to Numbeo.com, a crowdsourced online database that gathers costs for consumers, a 3-course sit-down meal for 2 without drinks will cost you anywhere from $75 to $210 depending on the restaurant. Andrew says a meal for himself at a chain restaurant usually costs him just under $30.
The average meal out in San Diego is somewhere around like $20 or $25. So it's just good to find those options where there's these little hole-in-the-wall places that offer something that's a little bit more affordable, so you can take your family or your girlfriend in my case.
But finding deals hasn't been easy.
Before now, there wasn't really any central location. You could go read Reddit threads and go to Yelp, and it was just a lot of work each week. And you end up spending an hour or two each week looking for a place, and then you're spending more time doing that than you are actually enjoying the place.
So he created a website, cheapmealsnearme.com, that allows consumers to search for restaurants that have items under $10. You can navigate by area, type of food, and price. It will also show the last time the menu item was verified. You can also update it if there's a change.
There's also an option here for creating a list. So you can create your own list and curate a list of places and then send that to your friend.
Andrew says right now he isn't making any money off this website. Instead, this is his way of supporting a mission he's passionate about, helping mom and pop businesses.
We're going to go support the little guy, support the restaurant that's not selling out to private equity, that's offering prices that are affordable to the community and that's representative of the community.
Marie Cornell, ABC 10 News.
The Oscars are Sunday, and they're ramping up security ahead of the big show. A recent FBI memo warned about Iranian drone attacks in California. The LAPD incident commander in charge of the Oscars says there's no specific or credible threat to the city or the ceremony. He adds the Academy Awards will probably be one of the safest places to be in the world on Sunday. We'll all be watching to see what takes home that trophy. That's your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know in under 10 minutes.